Some people believe the greatest pain comes from losing someone, but sometimes the deepest pain comes from discovering that the person standing beside you was no longer the person you believed they were. Because betrayal does not begin with an enemy. It begins with someone you trusted. For years, he believed he understood his life. The morning routines, the small conversations, the ordinary moments that quietly become the foundation of love. A shared coffee, a drive together, a dinner after a long day, the familiar smile across the room. Nothing about those moments seemed extraordinary, and perhaps that's what made them so valuable. He never imagined that one day those same memories would become questions. Betrayal rarely appears suddenly. Sometimes it begins with small changes. A phone that receives more attention than before, conversations that become shorter, a distance that grows while everything still looks normal from the outside. And the hardest moments are not always the ones when you know the truth. Sometimes the hardest moments are the ones before the truth, when your heart senses something, but your mind refuses to believe it. You tell yourself that you're imagining things. You make excuses. You choose to trust the person you love, because believing them is easier than believing they could hurt you. Until one moment changes everything, and suddenly the questions begin. When did this happen? How long had it been happening? What signs did I miss? Were those promises real? Were those memories real? And perhaps the most painful question of all, how could someone who knew my heart choose to hurt it? Cheating does not only break a relationship, it breaks the sense of safety you had inside that relationship. The person who once felt like home can suddenly become the reason you no longer feel at home. And this is where betrayal becomes more complicated than anger, because you can be angry with someone and still miss them. You can know that what they did was wrong and still remember everything you loved about them. You can want answers, while knowing that no explanation can completely undo what happened. The mind keeps returning to the past, searching for the exact moment when everything changed. But eventually, you have to stop living inside that moment. Because the world does not stop because your heart is hurting. You still wake up. You still go to work. You still drive through the same streets. You still buy groceries. You still meet people. You still have responsibilities. And slowly, almost without noticing, you begin to live again. Healing does not mean pretending nothing happened. It does not mean forgetting. And it certainly does not mean trusting everyone again. Healing means refusing to let someone else's choice become the definition of your life. The goal is not to become colder. The goal is to become wiser without losing your ability to love. To understand that trusting someone was not a weakness. You trusted because you were capable of giving someone a genuine place in your life. Their decision to betray that trust was their choice. It was never a measurement of your worth. Betrayal changes you, but change is not always destruction. Sometimes pain teaches you boundaries. It teaches you self-respect. It teaches you to listen when something inside you feels wrong. And most importantly, it teaches you that you can survive the loss of something you once believed you could never live without. Someone may break your trust, but they cannot take away your ability to rebuild. They cannot take away your memories. They cannot take away everything you were before them. And they certainly cannot decide who you become afterward. One day, you may look back and realize something important. The person who betrayed you was part of your story, but they were never the whole story. The pain was real. The disappointment was real. The loss was real. But so is the life waiting for you beyond it. The strongest people are not those who were never betrayed. They are those who were hurt and still chose to move forward. they learned to trust themselves again. They learned that love should not require them to abandon their dignity. And they learned that closing one chapter does not mean the story is over. Your past can explain you, but it does not have to define you.